We are being watched.
Hello, welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I am Tony. And we're back for Person of Interest Season 4. We are rocking through it. It's been a hell of a season. Last time we were in court for jury service.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, guilty.
My first thought then was that bloody one where they made their own with the... This is a lovely sentence.
This is a sentence and a half.
You know, like when... the big reveal when... You know what I'm talking about. You're just making me...
The big reveal of what?
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
When they made their own court and they put...
Oh!
Yeah!
That was the end of season 3.
Yeah,
that
but when you say
court.
we were in court, my first thought was like the image of that court.
Yeah, I should have said jury service. That would have triggered more... Oh my god, that was a long way around.
I was trying to think of what they were...
Vigilance,
yeah. And then I was like, was that when it came out that Gree was in charge of Samaritan? But then...
No, we knew that.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the big...
Well, it was all to make the government put Samaritan in action. That was 15 episodes ago. We're on to Season 4, Episode 15, Q&A. This aired on the 17th of February 2015, directed by Stephen Semel, written by Dan Dietz. We've seen these people before.
Yeah.
Q&A.
Maybe just lovely question and answers, you know? Like
it's just a Comic-Con panel.
Audience participation.
It's just a Comic-Con panel with the the actors sitting there.
Q&A.
Yeah, questions and answers.
Well, could it be... There's a big question that we left with last episode, though.
Okay.
Was why had these people disappeared that were numbers to do with
Elias? Yeah, and they were questioning of
Brotherhood.
whether it was Dominic. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's the question.
Yeah.
That was the big question of the last... It was like...
We'll see.
these
I mean, we've got
people-
bigger questions out there as well.
Yeah, but, you know... Questions and answers
Shaw's
about
alive.
Shaw, yeah.
Like,
Where is Shaw?
Who knows? We'll see. We'll get straight into it. 4 reactions in the description. You during copy to watch along. Just make sure to come back where we talk all about it. Let's go.
Claire Mahoney's not just another number.
Oh.
Just Grandmaster at the age of...
Claire.
You recognize this?
Yes.
Mahoney.
Sorry for the precaution.
Those chairs are cool.
What's the word, Riley?
No weapons. Mild to moderate freakiness.
Enjoyed that, did you?
Welcome to Nerd Nirvana.
Fetch and retrieve is one of the hottest
It's like Google.
companies in the world. Valuable search algorithms. Fetch and retrieve.
This is literally Google.
Calvin Mazer.
I can talk AI all day. Lauren is our CEO.
You might get eyes on our latest number.
Neither of them two?
Anna Mueller works here as a transcriber for something called Val.
Voice-activated lookup.
Are tomatoes vegetables or
Isn't that just Siri?
Yeah.
Human intelligence backing up an artificial one.
Literally just sounds like any search engine or phone nowadays, doesn't it? I wonder how prevalent this was in real life at this time it was released. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because obviously now this is normal for us, but
Could be a boyfriend. Guessing they're out of the honeymoon phase. Looks like she's been knocked around by someone.
yeah, I saw that in the last shot.
Anna's in a relationship that's anything but healthy.
Questions and answers.
Yeah, I don't like where this going.
He looks like he should be in a noir film.
Yeah, it does. Small Nautilus shells. Like that music.
It's just going to get rid of it. That's a lot of cereal.
Oh my god.
I guess if it's free.
You know where a lunch buddy is?
Naresh Prasad.
How do they take a picture so easily?
I think we should talk to
skills.
someone about that user abnormality.
It's just your job.
You're saying I should just drop it?
Yes.
She looks concerned.
User abnormality.
Not be the only one who's researching an abnormality.
Nearly identical to the very first one I encountered.
Maybe Samaritan's recycling puzzles.
Coordinates are on the shadow map.
If Samaritan didn't make the puzzle, who did?
Right. Mr. Reese.
It's Claire.
And if I'm correct, I need to hurry.
It's creepy. Give me shivers.
Anna's leaving work.
And where is Finch? Off to.
Off the map, apparently. I mean, that's where they do most of their work, I guess.
Sorry, Alec.
It's obviously going to be locked.
I feel like putting a big sign saying private on it makes it more like you want to look at it. Like, if they didn't have anything written on the door, you wouldn't even think about it.
Oh, it's like an
underground.
undercover. Oh, is she a fighter?
Ah.
Well, that would make sense on the bruises.
You can't talk about it, though. A fight club. Why does she always look so serious? Oh my god, Jesus!
She annihilates.
I would not want to mess with her. Jesus! Like, destroyed her.
Where did she learn to fight like that, though, at the same time?
Yeah. Maybe she just started doing it for fun and then got better and better. That's a way to let off some steam.
Thanks, Alec.
Alec is Anna's trainer. She's not a victim of abuse. She's doling it out.
Which means she may be a perpetrator after all. Be careful,
What,
Mr.
just because
Reese.
she's a fighter in
You're the one going into the
shadows.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this theme. It's so
They're
good.
always listening.
What's happened to you?
They used me. Their help. Maybe I can break free. They found me. Please help me.
Jeez. We wondered if we'd ever see her again.
See, these are the little bits I don't. Yeah, like.
Could she not just help in the little subway? She's a hacker. Finch can go on the
The matter
film.
I was looking into took an unexpected turn. I've found Claire.
Is everything okay?
And endeavoring to make it so by looping a few security feeds.
Anna won honors in both judo and kickboxing in college.
There you go.
To the next level. You sure you got things covered with Claire?
I'm afraid she needs my full attention.
I'm gonna check out her and Jill's house.
This is kind of escalated really quickly, isn't it?
I like how he just walked straight through the front door, like no neighbours would even be like, do you know a man walked into your house?
Yeah, they're minding their own business, you know. Yeah, it makes sense with that book you just saw. Yeah.
Jill's getting chemo. Anna's not the only one with the fight on her hands.
Damn.
So could she be mercy killing? Could that be why our numbers come up? Do you know what? That's a bit of a dark twist.
Yeah,
you know,
very
like,
dark, yeah.
You always got to think they could be the killer. Is she in a funeral home? Oh, I guess a mortician can...
Forgive the morbid overtones. But this mortuary was the closest place I could find. We're safe here. 3 inches to the left, and we'd have needed the embalming materials instead.
I was about to thank you for saving my life. I realized I still don't even know your name.
Before I tell you that, perhaps you'd care to tell me how you came to be on the run.
They told me the game's purpose was to recruit people, make the world a better place. And I was hacking databases.
Very vague.
Every mission I did for them led directly to someone's death. Ordinary people. One man just returned from holding his newborn granddaughter in his arms.
Speaking of dark,
Yeah.
like...
They slipped poison into his coffee. His name was Charles Wynn.
That's when you chose to escape.
To find you, the one person who tried to keep me from going down the wrong path.
He did warn you.
The right path is.
Yeah. He tried his hardest, but...
Yeah.
You may be warriors online, but you can't go and hit each other in the real world. Now, you clinic.
That's rich coming from him.
Let's go.
You just pat their bums.
Text from Jill. Looks like Anna's avoiding her sister.
I thought he was going to slip straight onto the computer.
What happened to Naresh?
Stuff was gone this morning when I came in.
Miss Buchanan apparently wants to see you.
This is all a bit suspicious, isn't it? He is straight on the computer, there you go.
Let's talk about this user problem. Paul Zimmerman.
I'm so relieved.
Told you tried to contact this user.
Are you aware of our privacy policy?
This was
A lawsuit waiting to happen. Drop it. Maybe you should get back to work.
Oh my god.
What a threat.
Excuse me.
Software's up to date. Welcome.
She's a bit cautious now.
She is.
So she was just trying to help that guy, and damn, get shot down like that by
You're welcome.
your boss. It's awful.
Those people that took you in, they're remaking the world in the image of their leader. A being that is willing to kill as many people as it takes. Charles Wynn, employee of a company called Decima. Shortly before they brought this leader.
I don't understand.
It's an AI, and it's called Samaritan.
Someone else knows now. Kind of makes sense all of a sudden.
What's that?
Source code from a set of old drive was labeled Samaritan.
Well,
You disabled that, didn't you? You're a hacker.
a
You
bit
and I
of a-
can attack
Do you trust her
Samaritan.
though?
you don't trust
I
her?
don't know. I feel like Samaritan's
bit
agents are very good at shooting though, that they would have shot her dead. It could just be a cover-up, you know, to
Yeah.
get close.
Oh Lord, what is happening now?
Pretty sure the lady doesn't want to ride.
Oh yeah, he's got a helping hand here.
Yeah. They're literally helping you.
Remember me?
I just helped you.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, the man coming
Good
out.
regard from work?
Look up. From the looks of it, you need my help.
Yeah, you just nearly got kidnapped, love. Like.
Yeah. To be fair, a man coming out of the shadows also punching people is a bit scary.
You have no idea who those men were.
No.
It's cool
Okay,
setup
I
shot.
still
I
don't
like
get
that.
why. Is this about Paul Zimmerman?
Who?
One user's voice kept coming up.
How can I get help for depression? Can't be the only one to make an online search like that.
Of course not. When they do, this is what happened.
Here's what I was able to retrieve.
Sounds normal.
Now look at what Val sent Zimmerman. 5 painless ways to end one's life. How to make sure others are taken care of after you're gone.
Zimmerman was a man on the edge.
Just trying to push
I
it.
essentially nudged him over.
I sent an
Jeez.
email up the chain. I got my friend Naresh to help. Turns out I was too late. Zimmerman killed himself the night before.
Zimmerman.
God damn.
Helped it happen, and now they're after you.
My friend Naresh didn't show up to work today. Quit or get fired.
Or worse.
Oh Jesus.
Why risk your job for a stranger like Zimmerman?
Someone close to me asked the same question Zimmerman did. If she'd asked Val instead of me.
Damn.
What would have been the outcome?
Yeah, Jesus. Ugh. You say like this episode keeps getting darker.
It
like
is.
it's yeah.
Let me guess. Need something that's a matter of some urgency.
No wonder you're a detective. Death records for a particular body.
I love that banter. It's great. Such a creepy setting.
Have you had a chance to look at the flash drive?
Not yet.
What are you waiting for?
Do you know what I mean?
Like that's the first thing she said when he came in.
Wynn, the man who was poisoned at the hospital for a lethal dose of... What did you say?
I didn't actually connotate.
Tends to stay in the bloodstream.
Is this some kind of interrogation?
Just gathering facts.
Pick that flash drive in your laptop and you'll see I'm telling the truth.
Do you see what I mean?
It's very pushy.
Or perhaps the moment I do so, a program in that drive will seek out everyone that's close to me. And Samaritan will use that information to hunt them down, which may have been your intention all along.
You're saying I work for it?
Charles Wynn that died did so in a car accident. No trace of a connotation. Keep your flash drive, Claire.
You wouldn't just leave me here for dead.
Not worth the
That
risk,
may
is
have been
it?
true once. But that was before I lost someone.
Yeah.
She's gone now, and I won't risk losing anyone else. Goodbye, Claire.
Damn.
Charles Wynn died of a myocardial infarction caused by 9 milligrams of aconitine. Struck an oncoming car. I know every painful detail. I am sorry that you lost your friend, but if you leave now, you're gonna lose me too.
Jeez. What do you do, Claire?
I don't know.
What's the option? Ugh.
Joe's medical alert bracelet. Wait, I have to go.
Okay, but I'm taking you myself.
I was gonna say, yeah, just go with her. Like,
Moving on up, hey, Mr. Prasad, Anna Mueller will be relieved. Something about that Zimmerman issue.
The second I pointed out to the higher-ups, they were on it.
And they promoted you.
I'm not really supposed to talk
I was
about
gonna say, is it just to shut him up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rash just got paid off by his superior.
Could be the same people who are trying to silence Anna.
Where's the ambulance?
Hold on.
Oh, God. Fast go, come on!
Detective, can you call the EMT?
Wow.
I feel like that was so predictable.
Yeah.
Sounds like Val's code has been tampered with. Apparently for the express.
Fusco was distracted.
Driving him to suicide. Gonna kill Anna because she won't let it go. I'll go after Anna. You access, fetch, and retrieve servers. Whoa, wait. Support's not exactly my forte. I know a guy who can help.
I like how Finch is dealing with his own thing, like, on top of what they're dealing with. I wouldn't want to kidnap her. Unless you've tied her up really well.
Yeah.
She's going to beat your ass. And I was going to say, she's bound to be pretty flexible. Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh my god, this car is... He just shot a man in a car that was not only speeding towards him but swerving out of control while being held by the woman he's trying to save. That was so badass. And he's so casual about it.
I had that.
We gotta go.
I thought you were a cop.
I am, but this is more paperwork than I want to deal with.
Nice.
He's so cool about that. It's just insane.
NYPD, Paul Zimmerman. They're neck deep in an innocent man's death. Unless you help me out, your friend Anna's gonna be the next one laid out on a slab.
It's a way to get to it.
Access, fetch, and retrieve service from me.
Is that what?
The Samaritan's hunting us. Let's hunt it back.
What do you reckon here? Could you not like have got a new laptop?
Yeah,
and
like
just,
something that's
I don't know.
I'm staring at something I don't understand.
It's a response algorithm for fetch and retrieve. A security guard is here.
Oh, the keyboard, right?
Blood on the keys.
I saw that earlier.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of
It's
time
nice.
before he finds it. We have to do something.
Hiding in the coffins. Oh, are they actually?
An urn.
No.
Come on,
She is.
We
Yeah.
need to cover our tracks.
Sure, Jill's okay.
2 police officers guarding her. Nothing's gonna hurt her.
Wish that was true.
Yeah.
She's been so sick. I've never felt more helpless. Started getting up early and home late.
Taking on having to fight.
Something I could actually fight. So why do
Kind
I
of get
still
that.
feel
You
so
can't really
bad?
do much to help with, yeah.
It's the harder fights. The ones outside the ring actually mean something. Everything else is wasted time.
Real life stuff. That
I want to
the
take
real
this
life
fight
fights.
to whoever's after me.
Turns out that Zimmerman was only one of hundreds of specific users. It was designed to target people in debt, compulsive gambler. All products currently sold by Fetch and Retrieve's advertising.
Oh my god.
Softening them up. They're creating vulnerable consumers.
That's
kills them.
What the hell?
Behind all this?
Someone we've met before.
Can I help you?
The rest of you got mixed up into something. He wants to make it right.
Val's system's been tampered with.
This all seems a little hard to believe.
Come on, Naresh. I thought we understood each other. You keep quiet, everybody wins.
Calvin, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Cleaning up your weapon.
Why is it always Fusco that gets in these situations?
Well, he did say he's happy to
All right, let's go.
be putting his life at risk.
We're outside. Areas with no video surveillance. Luckily, I have a
I
map.
had no idea you were this resourceful. Wonder Samaritan is hunting you down. You're more than just a thorn in its side. You're a one-man revolution, Harold.
How do you know my...
Told ya!
Slipped up at the...
You know, I've played a lot of chess. That's the first time I almost beat myself. I'll take your phone and your laptop.
Oh, I called it.
Yeah. I mean, that was the question, wasn't it? She nearly convinced him.
You're a fool
Shake
if
it.
you think I'll lead you back to my friends. You will have to shoot me.
I'm not authorized to shoot you.
Is Root gonna turn up or something?
Go where?
Figure it's time you finally saw what it looks like.
Is that good? Oh, I thought it was gonna end then, and I was like...
No, we haven't quite got the end of this
No.
story, so...
When I found my new algorithm for Val, I knew I had to go it alone. Soon, Val will shape the emotions of millions of users.
God, what's wrong with people?
If a few people commit suicide along the way, tough luck.
I feel awful about what happened to Paul.
Oh, yeah, I bet you do.
He was the unfortunate consequence of a successful test. You'd be amazed what a private security corporation will do for the right price. Luckily, I can pay.
You will.
Let's say.
So I mean, like Reese is going to be with this, not with Harold.
Well, yeah, he doesn't know what Harold's doing. Oh.
Right hook. Cross.
Nice.
Cross could use some work.
Stand him up. I'll go again.
Nice. Damn, I want to go up against them three.
No.
I like how he used the guy's gun while holding it to shoot the.
You said you were taking me to see Samaritan.
This is Samaritan. Samaritan's not trying to subjugate humans, Harold. It's trying to save them. This charter school exists because Samaritan analyzed our education system and decided there was a better way. It's planning ways to reduce food and water shortages. Projects that never would have existed without this.
How many people does it have to kill to do this?
These stories that you told me about data theft, murder.
Charles Wynn died in a simple car accident. I told you what you wanted to believe. Beliefs can change.
No.
Know in my heart that you have the capacity to make the right choice. Join us.
Join us.
The world out there needs saving, Harold.
She's delusional.
I refuse.
Yeah. Wow. Sounds more kind of brainwashed to me. God damn.
Last chance.
I truly admire what's been built here.
I still have one question. Samaritan is willing to shoot you to get me to believe what it wanted. How far will it go to get these children to believe?
Take him.
I was going to say, someone must save the day, right?
I don't know. This is looking pretty.
I told you, Reed.
Claire, give your boss a message for me. Hi.
Nice.
Come on, Harry. Gotta let this one go.
Is that why they shut off? Do you
Yeah.
reckon? Yeah.
Nice.
So good. About time Root came back. It's
She
not
has
been long.
got his
but-
laptop though.
Yeah.
These amateur fights have got me thinking.
Maybe a city where you could go pro.
Is it still banned in New York then?
Don't know.
I mean, obviously
For
this
now,
is 7 years ago.
More
8
important
years
one
ago.
right here. Thanks, Riley.
She looks happier. Like generally, like at
Yeah,
the beginning of the
lot of
episode, she
weight,
looked so
like-
awful.
Yeah, but wouldn't you like it would just drain you knowing that someone had like killed
Yeah.
themselves?
Oh yeah. Your laptop.
Your laptop? What happened to the other one?
Claire has it.
Which means Samaritan does.
You're back?
About 8 more seconds.
New mission.
It's a lot that's new.
Root, Claire, Samaritan. Mind catching me up.
Yeah, what have you been up to?
Played me and very nearly won. Glimmer of hope. I planted a tracking beacon in the laptop Claire stole.
Nice. They're playing that chess.
This game was played to a draw.
Yeah, I was about to say.
We found and destroyed the GPS beacon. It was artfully placed.
It's networking history.
Wiped clean, I'm afraid.
It's my fault, Mr. Greer.
You did your best to turn him into an asset. Your steadfast belief that makes you so special.
Is she about to get shot?
I don't know. He's hyping her up a little bit, isn't he?
Just one thing. The sniper shots were supposed to miss. I could have died out there.
For a good cause, my dear.
Yeah.
All for a good cause.
You need to leave if you're going to make your meeting with mergers and acquisitions.
Ah, yes,
Mergers and
taking company,
acquisitions.
making strides, simulating and manipulating emotion.
Man. Manipulate emotions. That's literally what Fetch and Retriever's doing, right?
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to meet the founder. Shall we see if together we can't choose the right way forward?
Oh man, this is even worse than what was good. Oh, I don't know. Jeez.
Oh, I hate that man.
It's so good. There we go. Boom, 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 boom.
I predicted quite a few bits in that episode.
Claire.
It was the story of me.
Yeah.
My alter ego in New York City.
Oh man. See, like this is
It just dawned on me through part of it. Sorry, that like so when I suddenly thought, hang on a second, Samaritan's agents are spot on, and I was thinking like, why would they shoot her in the shoulder? They would have just killed. They would have killed her. That's what made me suddenly be like, hang on a second.
As soon as I forgot. See, this is the thing. Like again, season 4 and 5 I've probably seen once.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen them more than once. Yeah. And like I didn't remember Claire coming back, and then when she did, and then I was like, oh yeah, I think I remember. Like I suddenly remembered. Oh, she's definitely tricking him.
Yeah, I really loved the way that she'd put the poster up of the same.
Yeah.
So he would notice it to get rid of it, so it didn't happen to someone else. Like I liked that little.
Yeah. It was all part of their plan, though, wasn't it? Because they knew he'd want to help. He wanted to help her before.
Yep.
Yeah. It's good of him to be wary of it, though. Yeah, and I like the description of them playing chess, like, because, like, she's like, oh, put the drive in, and then he's like, maybe, and then, like, she had the information, and, I don't know, it just kept evolving.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
It was even the fact that she was like, oh, I just have this drive that you should put it, and I'm thinking, nah, mate,
well,
he's better
she
than
played
that,
it a little well. She was like, well, I didn't know what it was until, like, you just said Samaritan.
Yeah, she did. She played it, like...
Yeah, she did play it very well. And then he was even questioning... It's the Q&A. He was questioning her, like, well... This guy died, like he died in a car crash, and then she went into even more detail about it. You don't know the poison's there if you're not looking for it. Like, and then he suddenly got on her side, and then not, and then I was so close to putting that drive in.
And then the phone
rang. Yeah.
I actually thought when the phone rang, it might have been like the machine.
Oh, it could have been, yeah.
Because the machine can commute, like if it had just said like.
But then it might not. The machine might not have known. Because Samaritan's agents are trained to do the same thing they do, is work in the shadows. So.
Yeah, I guess.
You never know. Yeah. Yeah. But.
It's such a crazy little.
It's really cool. It's cool to get her back again, and I really like her theme song. Like we don't get it often, but of course, because we've only just second episode, isn't it? Yeah.
But I love that little, like, Finch had his own thing going on.
Yeah.
He didn't really want to reveal too much.
Yeah.
But...
It would have been a lot cooler if we didn't get... Because didn't we get at the beginning, we got flashback to showing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I get for TV purposes, but, like, sometimes I wish, you didn't show us that, and then we just went into it, like...
But then I think it helped remembering, like, the
Nautilus. Did you forget about that, though?
Well, once I saw the poster,
I think once you saw it, you
but you know,
know
when it's that little reminder of, do you remember all this happened in this episode?
Yeah.
When Finch then
it's
finds
just, it's just very, like, it would have been a nice surprise for her to come back. But then again, we had other surprises, so...
But then I also called Root appearing.
Yeah, again, another thing I didn't remember. But then when he was getting led away, I was like, oh, Root's got to turn up.
Thing is, like, it was at the point where I was like, right, Fusco and Reese are caught up in the main storyline. If you call that the main storyline, or like I don't even know which in this was the main or the side storyline, but they were obviously caught up in all that. That I was like, Finch is either going to end up being taken by a Samaritan, or the only person left to save him is Root.
Yeah. And the other thing is though, like we've had Finch being kidnapped or taken by Samaritan before, and that was the end of last time, speaking of vigilance and the thing we were talking about in the intro. So like to do it again would be a bit like, oh, they're doing this again, so makes sense. But I like how he was like he was like, maybe like, Samaritan sent you here, I've already lost somebody, do you think I'm gonna let you lead lead you to my friends? I'm not gonna lose anyone else. He's being careful.
Which then also played when she obviously took him to the school where Samaritan was teaching kids what they need to learn. To better the future of the human race.
They found the best way to teach them and stuff.
And it's like Finch said to her, he was like, well, you're basically gonna have to kill him, like he's not gonna...
it's like these are all good things, but then like what about the people, like all the hacking and the lying and the people being killed and stuff? I mean, she was like, well, the Charles Wynn thing, I just said what you needed to hear, that was made up.
But I also like the fact it is Finch's words got to her clearly, because he even said to her about the fact that Samaritan shot you to get to me. And then obviously in the end scene,
what will it be? Well, he said, what will it be willing to do to these children to convince them or to make them believe?
And then obviously when she met with Greer at the end, she was like, the snipers were meant to miss and just make him think, oh, like...
They could have killed me.
Yeah.
It's like, all for a good cause.
Yeah. And you could see her face was a bit...
Yeah. Obviously, he had the tracker, but they found it eloquently placed.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. But, yeah, crazy. Yeah, she's kind of scary, though, like, the way she's believed in it. But she was kind of like that in the first episode we saw her. She was very focused on that one thing and very, like...
What, Claire?
Yeah. It's like she's bought into a cult, like, really.
She can very well play that timid...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's perfect for
persona.
it. Yeah. Yeah, like, you couldn't, like, get... Martine or Lambert. Like, they both look like secret agents. Do you know what I mean?
Could you imagine Shaw playing someone that was trying to be scared and timid? No.
Yeah.
Like,
she might be able to pull it off. I mean, Control pulled off being a distressed wife. And she's a scary, like, crazy lady. So, you know.
Oh, that's going all the way back to when Samaritan was...
born. Wow.
Well, rediscovered.
Yeah, exactly. So... Yeah.
Oh, that was a good episode, though.
Oh, yeah,
But he kept being like, my wife's dead. And
That's
they're
not
like,
my wife.
It's your
Get away from me.
dementia
I
and
don't know
Alzheimer's
you.
or whatever
Yeah.
it was.
That's
and
what
then
I'm
he's
saying.
like, no, my wife is actually dead.
Yeah.
Who is she?
Like, you believed her the whole episode until,
That's a good one.
Yeah, there's so many good moments in the show, but
and
then
obviously we had the
Google.
fetch and retrieve.
Basically Google. Yeah, I wonder how much was voice, like, search up, how available was it at the time of this was made?
I don't know.
It says 2016, but that's wrong. It was it aired in 2015, so that's like 9 years ago. I said 8. There's 9.
I don't think it was, because 2015.
I mean, you must have had.
Oh no,
Siri.
there must have been actually. I don't know.
What I'm saying is, how available was it on all these different devices we've got?
Yeah, that would
you
have
can
been
do it
when I was 16.
Yeah.
So that would have been like year 11 at school for me.
So maybe not as, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it was an upcoming thing.
I didn't really talk to my phone. I don't think
anyone
it was
did.
an option.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's
what phones did I have when I was in like year 11 and sixth form? BlackBerry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I remember having a BlackBerry.
This show again, like being ahead of the time and like trying to.
And you couldn't talk to BlackBerries.
No. Yeah. But yeah.
Did people have one? Oh,
I think Siri.
iPhone must have been around.
I don't know when Siri was
made. I don't think it was
made.
as popular.
Let's quickly find out.
Was Siri before Google? Yeah, Siri was before Google, wasn't it? Because obviously you can talk to Google.
It's in 2011, so it's not that early. But then, like, yeah. But then look, Alexa was only 2014. Cortana 2014.
Who the hell is Alice?
That's
a song. That is who the
F is Alice.
Yeah.
So it's around about when they were all starting to become big, like because obviously 2014 for Alexa and Cortana. Is it still called Cortana on Microsoft? You know why it's called Cortana, right? It's Halo.
Yeah.
It's the AI in that. So yeah.
I had a.
But yeah,
Windows phone at one point.
Yeah. So.
I never really use Siri or anything.
No.
The only thing I do is ask Siri to tell me a joke every now and again. You know?
Yeah.
Or ask it an animal noise just because it's funny.
This episode done a very good job of showing you the problems that could occur with that and how it could be manipulated, and it really went into like the advertising thing, how everyone's manipulated into seeing the adverts
we always say this, like.
Yeah, you're being listened.
It's funny though because I saw an advert earlier for something, and then I ended up on the website looking at the stuff for the advert. So I was kind of peer pressured into the advert. Yeah. But then a little while later, I was like, oh, I kind of want to look on that website again. But I couldn't remember what the site, and I was actively scrolling through the social media in the hope that it would come back up for me.
Yeah, well, it's like we mentioned because we watched The Office. We mentioned the Iron Lung because some characters in it, and then the video for the Iron Lung, the guy in the Iron Lung came up. Like what?
He's just died. The longest person. That's what that picture was. Which obviously it wasn't. It's not going to advertise me at Iron Lung.
No, but it's still an article, for somewhere else.
I think he was 76, the longest person to be
in Iron Lung.
7-foot Iron Lung or something it said.
Yeah, sorry, that's random. But like we said, we've spoke about being listened to, and that's the whole point of the show anyway. But I guess it's more the advertising thing and the manipulating people
this show,
and how insidious it could be with this.
This show has just changed my thinking completely. Because even like, there's someone at work that keeps making AI generated pictures.
You're just feeding into the.
And someone else keeps asking AI to make
posts and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm like, every time someone talks to me about AI, I'm like, why are you feeding it?
Yeah.
Why are you feeding it so it can take over our lives?
So, but obviously, like, So the whole thing was like a depressed man asked for help, and then it told him how to kill himself.
5 ways to kill himself.
Yeah,
and
it's awful. But it was targeting people and giving them adverts based on their addictions or their problems or issues. And
then it was advertising.
The guy obviously killed himself, and then they paid a guy to shut him up, and But it's basically, I mean, obviously I don't say Google did this, but it's a take on Google, fetch and retrieve.
Yeah.
It looks like Google's headquarters with the whole laid-back approach.
But this is the whole...
Serial and...
I feel like it's... I don't know if metaphor is the right word, really, but it's also like a little bit of a thing of what Finch has been saying this whole time, that the right person...
In the wrong hands,
yeah. When things are in the wrong hands, like...
They can be manipulated and...
It kind of shows
abused.
the whole thing of the show, that you've got the machine that does kind of what... It's still invading your privacy, but it's kind of doing it the right way.
Yeah.
A more private way than what Samaritan is. And then it goes to show with this whole thing that they're able to manipulate it.
Yeah.
To get what they want. Or even kidnapping that poor woman.
Yeah.
I did like that though.
Poor woman. What do you mean? The MMA?
Yeah. So then they kidnapped her on the street, and then
I like the misdirection. Sorry, of like you thinking she had abusive boyfriend with the bruises and the text.
Alec, whoever Alec was,
he's a trainer.
So blunt. And,
he's a trainer for Underground Fight Club or whatever.
And that she uses to get her stress out
because her sister's dying from cancer, which or being treated for cancer. Yeah.
And she leaves earlier and gets home later to try and
her getting like kidnapped and then Reese helping and then the bit when obviously she was in the car tied up and she fought them off like really well.
And then he just shot her. She was
it was so badass because the car is like swerving and coming towards him and he just Whoa, she's right next to him.
At least it wasn't a rocket cannon like last time, you know.
Man's mad. I love seeing badass Reese moments. Yeah. And like people have argued, I've seen some arguments. Like I was wrong. I think I mentioned it before that like I think I said about Root and Shaw that maybe people didn't like them, but they are fan favourites. People love them. It's just a small minority I've seen of people saying, "Oh, the show was ruined when they introduced this, and there was less Reese." But you have constant Reese all the time. Yeah. It's not going to be as special.
Like this one, I like.
Like that was amazing. Like
I like the fact that Finch had his own thing going on. So like they were like half separated. And half episodes. Yeah. But I liked the bit in the. I didn't like it, but liking it sounds weird. But the bit where she was in the interrogation room, where they were like, "Who do you think would do this and stuff?" And she was talking about the whole thing that happened with the valve system. And and she said like a few months back, my sister asked the same questions.
But to me. Imagine
like if she'd asked it this, what would the situation
be now? So it's personal. It's very personal.
Like situation. That's what I think made it so much worse was that when she saw it happen, it was obviously fresh from it happening. That
they made it much more personal.
God, I feel bad now because halfway through this episode, I wondered if she was going to be in the position to mercy kill her sister.
Yeah, jeez,
like I just never know where this show's going to go.
Because you said that and he's like, "That's a bit dark." I'm sorry, and the episode just got darker in different ways. So
But the thing is, I always. Now when watching these with the number, I always try and think of like the least obvious because like we've said before that you always think they're gonna save them, but then sometimes it's them doing the killing. That it is like in that moment I was like, what if like it would be dark, but like if they had to convince her not to, she would have been the number still.
But there you go. Yeah, no, it was an interesting. I really liked it. I like both stories on this one. Like they were really good, and Root coming back as well.
Yeah, but only for 8 seconds.
Yeah, and she was like, because it's not the only thing that's new. like she's like new identity. She's like, not the only thing that's new. What does that mean?
Yeah, who knows?
What's she doing? I love when she just like walked up and like what she said, say hi or something to your leaders or something, and she just shot her in the arm.
Oh, did she say nice to finally meet you, Claire?
Yeah, something like that. And then she said say hello.
Yeah.
But shot her again.
But I feel like that shot was on purpose to drop the phone.
Yes, because then they were like, oh, we have the laptop. But
yeah.
So, perfect timing for Root to turn up. I said finally we got Root. It's only been 2 episodes, but considering
thinking about it, this must mean that Root's talking to the machine again.
Yeah, we think so. She specifically looked at the camera as well.
Obviously, the machine is in Root's head.
Yeah.
But obviously, the last time we saw Root, she was not like we said.
Not
like,
on good terms with the machine.
No.
Yeah.
So obviously, through this time,
maybe something's changed. Yeah.
Or the fact that the machine's probably said Harold needs help.
Yeah.
Root's conscious of a Harold, like.
Yeah. Now that was the thing that made her slip up saying his name.
Yeah.
Harold. Yeah. There
So
we go.
good.
Yeah, there we go. Q&A. What episode, man? This show, like bringing things back and just continuing this story. And obviously, Samaritan then went on to work with the woman. They've changed the name, not Fetch and Retrieve anymore. Can't remember what it was. Search and Destroy. But yeah,
I'm a bit flabbergasted by the fact that Siri has been around since 2011.
Yeah,
and I am like, that is like over 10 years worth of questions that people have asked that thing.
Yeah.
It's probably thinking, how many times is Clay going to ask it? What sound does an elephant make?
Nah. Oh wait, look, Siri was released as an app for iOS. 2 months later, Apple acquired it and integrated it. So they didn't even make it. It was a thing.
So do the original Siri owners still have access?
No, probably not.
To the questions?
No. Sorry, did you say something before?
I just said questioning how many times I asked what an elephant noise means.
There you go. It's got that on record. It's like, this damn woman, just send her on a safari already. Yeah. Anyway, we'll be back for more Persons of Interest in a week's time. We're getting very close to the end. How many we got left? I don't want to look at the pictures. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left of this season. That's 20 left in total. Damn. We'll be back in a week's time for that. Thank you very much for watching. Will we get more Root? Will we get
hopefully
more Samaritan? Will Claire return?
Hope so.
Hopefully, because I don't want to do it on my own. There we go. See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.